welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do another pregnancy update. I'm 34 weeks and 3 days today. I went a little heavy on the makeup because it's my baby shower today, later on this afternoon. I don't know. I think I might have went a little too dark, but oh well. It'll wear off throughout the day. I'm going to start off reading my 34-week baby center app and tell you what it has to say. It says baby is about 4.5 to 5 pounds already, which I can definitely feel that she is gaining weight, and she feels very heavy. My stomach feels very heavy. It says she's about the size of a cantaloupe and she's almost 18 inches long. Baby is pretty much fully developed, and now she's just spending these last few weeks packing on the layers of fat to keep herself warm outside the womb or whatever. Her central nervous system and her lungs are continuing to develop. For women who have had any nervousness about preterm labor at this point, 34 weeks to 37 weeks, it says that babies usually who have no other health problems do just fine being born this early. Might have to spend a couple days in the NICU, but the fact that if she were to be born right now, like 9 times out of 10 she would have a pretty good shot of... I had the hiccups. I always have the hiccups every time I start a video. She would be just fine if she were to be born right now. I wouldn't be able to have a home birth because 34 weeks is a little too early for that still, but I could give birth in the hospital and she would just be just fine. Maybe spend a couple days in the NICU, but it says most babies at this point do just as well as full-term babies at 40 weeks, so that's really good to know, like, that she's gonna be just fine. And I am already out of breath. One thing that I mentioned in my last pregnancy update was the possibility of Noah and I moving into a new house, which we did last weekend. Noah and I moved into this new house and I had to completely redo her nursery. So we painted the walls and got things hung up, got things put away, and I'm really excited to hopefully soon do a nursery tour, maybe next week at some point. I am so excited. I've been wanting to do one for so long, and there's been a few times where I almost have, but I've been trying to wait until after my baby shower so I kind of have everything put away to where it needs to be. And yeah, so I will keep your eyes out. I am hoping, fingers crossed, that I will have a nursery tour up next week. And also give this video a thumbs up or leave a comment if you want me to do a new house tour. I don't know how many of you would be interested in that, but if it's highly requested, I'll definitely do a house tour with our new house and how we have things set up. So leave a comment if you want to see that. Noah and I finished our birth classes every Wednesday for the month of February. We had a birth class every Wednesday night, and last week was our last class, which was awesome. Like, I'm so glad that we were able to do that together. We learned so much, and I don't know, it really boosted my confidence on our decision to have a home birth. Like, I think it really is what's in our best interest. Still praying that everything goes well, that we have no complications, that I have no complications, that Cadence has no complications, and we won't have to be transported to the hospital for any reason. Just pray for me, you guys. Pray for me. I'm really excited. I really am. I'm looking forward to it, but just pray for me. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's kind of in the back of my mind. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. I mentioned something earlier about my baby shower. I have my baby shower with Noah's side of the family today. My mother-in-law is hosting that, and I am so excited. Like, she hasn't told me anything about it. Like, I know nothing. Like, I have no idea what kind of games she has planned or decorations or anything. Like, I know where it's at and I know what time to be there, but that's it. I know nothing else, and I know that it's fairy tale themed, but other than that, like, I've had nothing to do with it. So I'm kind of excited to see, like, how she had fun doing everything. In 2 weeks, actually on St. Patrick's Day, we have our home visit with our midwife, which I am so looking forward to that, for her to come to our house and then we're gonna do our appointment. She's gonna set up the birthing pool so I can see it, and I got the liner for it, and then she's gonna do one last birth class with Noah and I, and then I also invited our moms to go to that appointment with us since they both plan on being there at the birth. I plan on my mom and his mom being kind of like my doulas in a way. So I'm really excited that we all just get to experience this new experience together, and like it's my mom and his mom's first grandchild, it's our first child, like we all get to experience this together, and I think it's just gonna be so special. Some symptoms that I have noticed the last couple of weeks. One thing that happened recently was it was my last day of work, and I was realizing, I'd been realizing it for a while, but I remember on my last day of work last week, I was having really bad pain like in my inner thighs and like kind of high up like to my area, and not like in my cervix though, just it hurt to walk, hurt to go up the stairs, hurt to get in bed or out of bed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is not comfortable. It wasn't by any means like really excruciating, but it was not comfortable. Like it hurt to do anything. So I said something to my midwife, and she was like, yeah, it sounds like that could be your pubic bone. Maybe your pubic bone is out of place, or your pelvis is out of place. Sure enough, I went to the chiropractor and he said, yep, your pubic bone is out of place. And so he did the adjustment, and it doesn't hurt nowhere near as badly as it did before. Still a little bit of discomfort, but I don't think it has anything to do with my bones. I think it's just the ligaments and just everything's just being stretched out, and I can feel the weight of her just sitting on my guts, and like I can just feel everything stretching. Everything just hurts. So after he did that adjustment, it did help quite a bit, but now I think it's just the ligaments and tissues being stretched out is all. It's just really uncomfortable, but comes with the pregnancy, I guess. I've had a few contractions that I can that I really have noticed. I don't know if they're like real actual contractions or if they're still just practice Braxton contractions or something like that. I had a really good one yesterday that I was just sitting there watching TV, eating breakfast, and I was like, all of a sudden my stomach got tight, and like it didn't really hurt, but it was just like I noticed it, and I was like, oh, that's definitely a contraction. Like I have felt that feeling before, but wasn't sure if it was contractions because I've never been pregnant before. I don't know what contractions feel like, but that was for sure a contraction. Like I felt it coming, and it kind of rose and then it went away, and I was like, yup, that was definitely a contraction. So I'm really starting to keep my eye out on feelings like that, so I can kind of know, like, what am I trying to say? So I just know like what to look out for, you know what I mean, as far as contractions, because I've never done this before, so I'm learning as we go. I have lots of stretch marks. I had lots of stretch marks beforehand because I wasn't by any means skinny in the beginning of my pregnancy, so I had stretch marks beforehand on my hips from just gaining weight. So I'm not like completely devastated that I have new stretch marks now, but they're definitely not pretty. Noah tells me all the time how beautiful I am, but oh well. They're just stretch marks, right? I'm starting to get them all over my stomach now. Like nothing too nasty looking, but I'm not happy that they're there, but oh well. I've been sleeping pretty good lately. She hasn't really been moving and kicking around too much to the point where she keeps me up at night. Once in a while, like it'll take me a second to kind of get comfortable, but usually once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I usually have to get up at least once a night to run to the bathroom, but it's usually just once, so it really hasn't been that bad. Like I just use all my pillows to get myself comfortable, and then probably helps a little bit that I have the bed to myself halfway for like at least half the night, because Noah with his work schedule is up all night anyway, so I kind of get the bed to myself, and I think that helps quite a bit too. I've had very few cravings. Honestly, I haven't really craved anything consistently. I kind of just eat whatever's available, whatever's in sight, I eat. But a few things like subs, whether it's Subway or Mancino's or just a home sandwich, like I just want ham and turkey and like a bunch of lettuce, spinach, cucumbers, carrots, stuff like that. I've been actually munching on carrots a lot lately, like with ranch dressing. I don't know why, completely random, but I don't know if it's the crunch or what, but I've just been loving, like, I've been trying to eat healthier foods, and honestly I think I've been kind of craving them in a way too. Also, I had a craving the other day where I really wanted Chinese food. I had a steak craving for a little while, and like breakfast foods with syrup, like French toast and pancakes. That's kind of coming back a little bit too. I had that earlier in the pregnancy. Now it's kind of like returned a little bit, but really nothing in particular inconsistently I've been craving. It's just kind of whatever I feel like eating that day. I've had absolutely no swelling, thank God. Like, I feel like I don't have kinkles. My hands are still fine. My face is fine. Like, I think I'm just pregnant in like just my stomach area, and my boobs have gotten so massive, but other than that, like, I've had no swelling. Like, it's been a pretty easy pregnancy, like, knock on wood. I'm gonna go with the hiccups again. Hopefully maybe I'll have an easy labor to go along with it. Maybe I'll have an easy labor to go along with that. Fingers crossed, we'll see. I've been telling everybody, because in the beginning of my pregnancy, when I lost those 20 pounds, I kind of have included that in my weight gain. But really, when I was thinking about this the other day, I went back and looked at my weight chart, because I've been documenting my weight week by week. Well, when I was in the beginning of my pregnancy, I've technically have only gained like 12 to 15 pounds from the beginning of my pregnancy, not including those 20 pounds that I lost in the first trimester because of puking and stuff. So I don't know, I guess I've only gained like 15 pounds, which is freaking awesome. But do I include that 20 pounds that I lost in the beginning in my weight gain? Maybe not, because that would just put me right back to where I was in the beginning. I don't know. So I guess technically I've only gained 15 pounds at 8.5 months pregnant, and I've only gained 15 pounds. Like, I'm very happy about that. I'm not happy about where my weight is, considering where I was in the beginning. I don't want to share numbers or anything, but yeah, it's not. I'm hoping that all the weight comes off quickly after she's here, and that my postpartum weight will be less than what I was in the beginning of my pregnancy. We'll see. We'll see if I'm that lucky. I think that's pretty much it, you guys, as far as my 34-week bump date. Thanks for watching my video and following our journey. Stay tuned for more videos like the nursery tour, and I'll try to document a little bit at my baby shower today too, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.